In this episode, we talk about the community intelligence site for fans of The Division, then discuss the latest gameplay featuring the world map and the third skill slot, and finally, the Stealth Recon Scout Sniper Rifle wraps it all up in the gun review. So sit back, strap in, and prepare to enter the Dark Zone.
Rogue protocol initiated.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Rogue Agent Radio, Episode 12, your place for all things Tom Clancy's The Division. I'm one of your hosts, Boomslang. Joining me, as always, is the master of management, the man with the voice, Deep Fried Dave. How's it going, Dave?
Awesome, Boom. Couldn't be better.
Good
Not as good as you, because you've hit superstar status this week, haven't you?
I didn't know what to do with myself. I was like, what's going on? I've never felt like this.
Yeah.
My face is everywhere. Stop it. Yeah, that was an interesting day. But it was fun. It was, internet famous for like, a couple hours, and then everything kind of drifted away. So
yeah,
it
trendy.
was fun. Yeah, exactly. So it was fun while it lasted. Finally, we have the rock star of gaming, Blessed Doom. What's going on, Doom?
Not a whole lot, man. Got off work early today and spent the rest of the day playing video games and staying off the internet so I can avoid those Star Wars spoilers.
Oh, man. I almost went and watched it tonight. My brother came and got me because my other brother watched it earlier. He was like, I'm going to go watch it like right now. I was like, dude, we have tickets for Monday. Let's just wait. He's like, I can't wait. It's going to be spoiled. I need to go watch it right now. I was like, just chill. I know everyone's saying it's really good and you're really excited to see it, and I am too, but let's just wait. He's like, but they're going to spoil it. Just stay off the internet,
Yeah. So, I don't have my tickets are not until the 27th because I'm going to see it at the big laser projection theater in Seattle, the one owned by Paul Allen.
Oh, wow.
I went to see Spectre there, and it was awesome. And right there, while we're sitting there watching it, I online bought tickets to Star Wars right then because I'm like, I'm watching this here. It's this gigantic curved screen. I mean, it's the nicest theater I've ever been in.
Dang. That's cool.
So, yeah.
That sounds like it's better than IMAX.
It is better than IMAX. Yeah. It's amazing.
I don't think I've ever seen a movie in IMAX. I've seen a movie in RPX, which I guess is like one step down from IMAX or something like that. I don't know what all the numbers and things are. My brothers are more into the movie side of things. I don't really care, really. I just I'll watch the movie. If I like it, I like it. I just don't like 3D because the glasses squeeze the side of my head and then I get a headache. And I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like this. I sit there with holding the glasses off of my head, and so it's just annoying.
There's only been a couple of movies that have worked in 3D for me where I actually was glad that I watched it that way.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's kind of
Yeah, I watched Toy Story 3 in 3D. I don't know why, but I did. So I was like,
fair enough.
I almost could have watched the whole movie without it because I would take my glasses off and be like, wait, what? It looks the same. And then put it back on. It looks the same. This is a waste. I think there were free tickets. That's why I didn't question it. So, yeah.
I haven't seen too much in 3D, but I did see a Shrek movie in 4D at Universal Studios.
In 4D.
In 4D. And it freaked my daughter out. She's like sitting on my lap, and it's like the chairs move, with the screen. And then it was Shrek, so like the dragon in there like sneezes and all this mist sprays you in the face.
Oh, weird.
Oh, yeah. She freaked. She's screaming bloody murder, and they're like I was beating her like right there in the middle of the theater. So I had to get up and leave.
Touching her. Oh man, I worry about that because taking my kid when she's old enough, taking her to the theater and her just throwing a temper tantrum or something.
Yeah.
Because I think we're gonna take her to watch the Finding Dory because she loves Finding Nemo, and that's next year or something. So that'll be interesting. But anyways, this podcast, it's called Rogue Agent Radio, and it's your base of operations for the Division news, information, game discussions, and agent trust issues, which I'm sure a lot of people who played the alpha figured out the hard way. You can find us on iTunes by searching Rogue Agent Radio, where we will post the show every Monday. And we need you to subscribe. and we need you to rate, and we need you to review and tell your friends if you want to. But please, that would be very, very helpful, and we appreciate it. Also, check us out on our official website, RogueAgentRadio.com, where you can find links to all our podcasting wares and social media hubs, such as Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and all that other stuff. So, without further ado, I have one little announcement to make. We have surpassed 20,000 total downloads. Woo!
Huzzah!
Yay!
Nice.
Not super impressive or anything, but it's exciting. New podcast.
Yeah.
So
That is exciting.
it's
it's
very
awesome.
exciting. Thank you to everyone who is listening and downloading, and a lot of people seem to enjoy our little conversations, and
Yeah.
a lot of people seem to enjoy the last week's episode when we bleeped everything out. A lot of people tweeted that was
awesome.
hilarious. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, no, I've
pretty
noticed we've been getting a lot more interaction on Twitter and everything too. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people, not a lot, but a few people interacting on Facebook and stuff. So, and we've been charting in like the top 875 video game podcasts. So we got up to like number 35 at one point. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
So,
awesome.
so again, thank you, and
Yeah.
hope you keep enjoying the show. We will keep doing this as long as physically possible. So, without further ado, let's begin episode 12 with the news of the week. Dave, the man with the voice, lead us off into the news. What do we have to talk about?
Well, we have a couple things to talk about this week. But the first one is something that I know we're all really excited about at Rogue Agent Radio because it's very community focused. And that is Ubisoft put out a new website called Community Intelligence. And it is dedicated to the Division community and everybody in it. Right now, it's only available in Europe. So TBD, hopefully, on North America. But
Hopefully,
I
it won't
watched
be too long.
Well, hopefully, it won't be long. And I watched a great video on this, and we'll put a link in the on the website.
I
But
wonder whose video that would have been. Some
This,
weirdo, I bet.
some weirdo I saw in another video this week.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
No, but some of the things that it was really interesting what they're trying to do for the community.
Yeah.
And I know we probably, if we had $1 for every time we said the word community, we'd be millionaires by now.
I know.
But that's our focus. And they've said they've been focused on that. So this website just is another thing that piles onto it to show. So it's really unique that it's really promote content creation and content sharing.
Right.
So if you're whether you do artwork or you do YouTube videos like Boom does, or I'm sure podcasts, or you want to load some video clips of Doom being a badass in the game, or him just singing whatever he wants to do.
My hard drive is full of Doom badass videos and him singing while being badass. I want someone to say that.
That could be like a weekly segment, like send in your badass clip of the week for Doom to review.
That would be awesome. Doom, commentate my gameplay in a badass voice. New idea. I like it.
Yeah. So some of the things you can do on there then is, as a member of it, you can, just similar to Reddit, you can upvote, downvote different posts and topics. And the really cool thing is that it kind of tracks your participation.
Yeah,
which
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. And if you want to, can you explain a little bit of how that works with the medals and the rewards?
Well, I mean, as far as we know, with what little we can see, since we are in the North America continent and it's not available here, we can kind of get little peaks here and there. But basically, it functions as like rewards and like medals as they would in a video game. I saw some of them. One was like, make your first post and then you get a medal, or reach number 1 on the leaderboards and you get a medal, and you do all these certain things within the thing. I'm sure it's like comment on whatever, reach so many things with votes, so it'll be interesting to see. Hopefully we don't get a lot of trolls on the website, and it's actually a good, authentic, rich interactions between people, and we don't get a bunch of douchebags.
Right. No DBs.
Yeah.
So I know Doom, we were joking a little bit about what you would upload there, but being that this is a content creation site and people are just going to be uploading all these different types of things, what would you like to see on there, do you think?
Oh man. Well, I think it would be cool for people that maybe don't have YouTube pages and stuff, just a place for those people. Like if you just do one cool thing and you don't really have anywhere to put it, that would be a cool place for people to put things.
Yeah.
Like every now and then I'll do something cool in either, Destiny or Fallout or something, and it's like, man, okay, I'm going to save that clip. Well, what am I going to do with that? I don't have a YouTube page. I'm not one of those guys. I don't know how to make YouTube videos or whatever, and maybe something you can put in there that then other people can take and, do montages or something or stuff with, and just kind of like some sort of, I don't know if I'm going to use this right, but like some sort of open source content creation. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but,
just an easy place to share your stuff, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think you said it right. Badass moments.
Yeah. Like, I just did, like, a couple weeks ago in Trials on Destiny, I had a couple of really hilarious, cool kills. Well, that's not enough to make a video out of, but it's like it would be nice if I had some place to go put that. Just this one little moment,
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
No, I think that's the type of stuff that we'll hopefully see on there.
Yeah, or show off exotic gear that you might find. Hey, look what I found,
Right.
Yeah.
Screenshots.
Yeah.
Yep.
And another cool thing about this is that depending on your participation, so if you post a lot of content and you're involved in the community, so you could get rewarded. Depending on how much you're involved, they kind of track that, and supposedly it looks like there's going to be different types of reward, maybe in game and out of game. So I think that's really cool what they're doing.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Just another piece to tie the community in, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully we see that in the States pretty soon.
Hopefully. Looking forward to it.
I know.
I wonder, do you think that they're going to do any kind of, is this going to be only on, actual computer, or do you think there'll be a mobile version of this that you can access?
I think there is a mobile version, because if you pull it up on your phone, it'll start to load it kind of like it does on your computer, and then it goes away. But it looks like it's in a mobile-friendly format.
Yeah, that's the thing I would be really interested in too, because 90% of everything I do is on my phone.
Yeah.
I hardly ever, pretty much the only time I open my laptop is to do this show.
Right.
So, that would be really, really useful for me personally.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
No, yeah, same here. So that was the big bit of news this week. Just a smaller bit of news. They did drop some sweet loot for all of you, the Division fans, into the Ubi Workshop store.
Yeah, I was waiting for this. I was like, where's the stuff? I want stuff for the game.
Yep.
And now we have some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So just in time for winter, they have a beanie hat in there that looks just like the one in the game, except it has the orange ring on it.
Yeah.
But the cooler of the two things, I think looks like it's listed at $25 US.
Mm-hmm.
And you pre-order it right now. But the other thing that I really thought was slick was the Agent. I call it the Agent Go bag.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
It does look really cool. So it's a backpack, really, but it's made to look like the in-game one, where it has the patch, and even up on the shoulder, it has the orange ring light. I'm not sure what that. It's on the shoulder there, but then also has the patch on the arm, and it has the same zippers in the back. So they really try to make it look like the in-game pack. So it's pretty slick.
It'd be cool if they had some different variants of it when they get more things. Because I'm sure as the game gets closer to launch, they'll start adding more things to the shop, different variations. Because Ubisoft normally has a lot of like stuff for their games, whether it's clothing, wristbands, bracelets, all sorts of just random things that you can buy for their games that that are related to it. And a lot of the stuff can be really pricey, all the way down to the normal stuff like we see here with the beanie and and things. So one interesting thing though is I'm not sure if this is just a pre-order price or how they're doing this, but like you said, it's listed. The beanie is listed at $25 or $24.99 US dollars, but the pre-order price is $19.99 US dollars. So that's $19.99. So, and the same thing with a backpack. It's listed at like $60, but you can pre-order it for $50. So if you want a deal on this stuff, I guess go pre-order it and get it for cheaper. But yeah, that's store.ubiworkshop.com. You can get that stuff there.
And I hadn't been there before, and it's really cool because they do have a lot of Assassin's Creed stuff on there. So I'm hoping to see that expand for the Division.
Yeah, I could see some really cool things coming out of that.
You know what? I was thinking about this earlier today. I want a seeker mine.
Oh, dude.
That wouldn't be too hard to do, right? Because my kids have some toys like that, but like an official looking seeker mine that just maybe turns on and rolls around and makes some noise.
That would be cool.
I don't know. That'd be something cool. I could knock the ghost off of my desk and replace it with a seeker mine.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I would totally do that. Just even if it lit up, that would be cool enough for me to put on my desk. That would be awesome. Yeah.
Man.
We'll make sure to have the links for both the community intelligence website. So hopefully when it pops online for the Americas, you can get it from there. But for those that are not in the Americas, you can also find it on our blog, as well as the Ubisoft store. So you can start getting your wares.
Yeah. Go check it out. RogueAgentRadio.com. Post show notes.
Yeah.
Let's hear what the listeners have to say with listener mail. If you want to be part of Rogue Agent Radio, send us your questions and topics to RogueAgentRadio@gmail.com, where they can then be answered on the show, just like Sean City Navy. He says, "Hi, RAR. I just wanted to see what your position on going rogue in the Dark Zone is. Thanks." And he sent another question very similar to this, but I think he had played the alpha, and so it was a little more specific, and I think it had some NDA stuff in it. So if you want to know why I answered this question, Sean, instead of the other one, it's just because I wanted to be sensitive to NDA or whatever. But anyways, Doom, what's your opinion on going rogue in the Dark Zone? You might have a more innocent view of this since we've actually played it, so we can't, we know what it's like. So what's your opinion when you first think going rogue in the Dark Zone, like balancing rewards, stuff like that?
Oh, like my like what I think of how it should be balanced, or whether or not I think I will be going rogue, or my position on whether or not I think I'm going to go rogue, or what I think about. I'd say
the second one.
Yeah, I'd say the second one. We'll go with that one. Yeah.
So being an ex-military guy, and since the Strategic Homeland Division is a paramilitary organization, even though everybody's kind of separate, I lean more towards cooperation. My instinct, I would lean more towards trying to cooperate with agents that I encounter in the Dark Zone instead of going rogue.
Right.
That would be me. I don't see myself going rogue on purpose. Intentionally.
We'll see how that goes. We'll see.
Well, I mean, and that's based on, that's just I didn't play the alpha, so I don't know, but that's just what I assume.
Right.
That I'm going to do. I could see that it would be fun, but just my initial thought is that I lean more towards cooperation than competition.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, with the way the rogue works in the Dark Zone, you can be punished for it if you die. As a rogue agent, very heavily.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
The other thought that I have is that I could just be a rogue hunter.
Yeah.
I could just hang out and wait for people to go rogue and then hunt them down.
Yeah. We call it the Dark Zone Police. And so,
okay.
It's kind of new. You'll probably hear that term. I'm waiting for the next Division podcast to come up, and be called the Dark Zone Police or Dark Zone Police or something like that. I think that's probably going to be a thing. I probably just gave someone a new podcast name who's listening to this, so you're welcome. I want my royalties. What about you, Dave? What are you going to do in the Dark Zone?
Oh, you got to toe the line here.
Mm-hmm. Tiptoe.
Well, I will say this is just an experience I thought I forgot to mention. It was kind of funny, but in the alpha, the first thing I did when I stepped into the Dark Zone, the first person I saw on a different squad was Wolf of Cherno.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really awkward. If you don't know, you can find him on Twitter, but a big Division fan. I believe he's an admin for the Facebook group at the Division. But I don't know. I think it's going to be a mix. And it really depends on, if I'm with a good squad, because of the way they have it set it up with rewarding, and we talked about before about the competition part.
Right.
So if you are a squad that goes rogue, yes, there is a risk. And the risk is if you die, you're going to lose more XP.
Yep.
Now, if you do well, you're going to get all kinds of, everybody's loot and all these things. So I think it's going to be a balance because, if we're in a good squad of 4, may not be a bad idea every once in a while to give it a shot.
Right. Try to take someone's loot.
Yeah. But other than that, I'll probably be more on the cooperation side, especially if it's just me or a couple buddies going in there.
Right. Yeah, that's probably how I'm going to go about it too. More cooperative because, like they said in one of the intelligence annex, if the higher rank you are in the Dark Zone, the better stuff you can access. So I think I'm probably going to be extremely careful trying to get that rank up as high as possible. It's just so I can go and loot all the best gear that's available in the Dark Zone. And, I might go rogue every once in a while. If I feel like someone has better loot than what I found, and I'm with a squad, I'll probably never go rogue solo. I just feel like that's just asking to get murdered.
Yeah.
But if I have, a squad, 2, 3 people who are pretty good, 4 people, 4 people, I feel like you'll feel pretty comfortable. So I don't know. It's going to be probably 70% cooperative, 30% rogue. Let's go with that.
So, what you could do is just create a second character that's just the douchebag so that you can
and then kill everybody and then trade the loot between each other.
I don't know how that works, but you could just have your second character so you don't ruin all your XP on your main. So your alt just goes in there and trolls.
Oh my gosh. If you can trade loot between your characters, wow, you just found probably the dirtiest loophole in the entire game.
Oh, man.
I just feel like, listen up, Massive. You might need to think about that. Yeah. Anyways, second piece of mail is from John. He says, hey, guys. Now, this is not a question. I just thought this was funny, and I wanted to read it. And he said, hey, guys, just wanted to say great job with the podcast. Laughing out loud at my cubicle when I heard all the editing from this week's, which was last week's show. Anyways, keep up the great job, and hopefully I get the chance to play with you guys in the future. I just think it's awesome that someone emailed in and telling us how funny it was.
That's I know exactly how he feels because I listened to it for the first time driving to work on Monday. And I'm laughing out loud in my car.
That was a good idea. That was Dave's idea. He, I wasn't sure about doing it, and then Dave was like, "Oh, let's do it." It's like, "All right, we'll do it." Took a little bit of editing, but yeah, it was gold.
It was. I got a few text messages from my friends.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, hopefully we can do more things like that. That'd be pretty funny. This week I also went to Twitter for some questions, and at PrimeGuard HQ asks, what roles will each of you take on for the majority of your playtime? Support / heals, damage, or tank? Dave, what are you going to play as?
I'm going to have a main, on the PS4. And that's for the Rogue Agent Radio, so we kind of have an idea here of what we're going to do to team up as the Holy Trinity. So I'm typically a DPS guy, but I'm really kind of looking forward to switching it up because I'm one of those guys that when I go to Jimmy John's, I always order the number 9, the same way.
You're consistent, at least.
Right. So if I were to go into a game and I wasn't like the stealthy DPS guy, it feels really weird.
Right.
So now, yeah, I'm going to do the support either role for our team here on Rogue Agent Radio. And I'm looking for, after playing with the alpha especially, I'm just looking forward to the change of doing something different and being in a support role. So I think the tools that the game does have will allow you to hone in on what you want to do.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I'm looking forward to being that guy. Yeah. And I will snipe people's faces off in the back of the group. So
yeah, I think people are going to be really surprised at the variation that this game actually allows with how you want to play. So people definitely have that to look forward to. What about you, Doom? What are you going to play as?
If I'm soloing, I'm going to run DPS, but whenever I'm grouped up, I think I'm going to run tank.
There you go.
I
think you've talked about that before on the show too. So if anyone's listening,
I like doing that kind of role. Even even in Destiny, as much as you actually can do it, I like to be the guy running out, drawing fire while the other guys, are taking down,
right.
enemies and stuff.
You'll be using that riot shield probably.
Yeah. Yep.
That's confirmed in the game. I can say that. Don't worry.
Yeah. Be like, hey guys, over here, look at me, and then watch them get shot in the head.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Me personally, I'm probably going to run DPS. I just love killing things. So, I don't care if I have like 0 health and can one-shot people, then that's probably what I'm going to run as. And, shoot, I was going to say something, but I'm not going to now. I have to censor myself. This is so annoying. I was like, nope, not going to say it. I don't want to have to go back and edit this. But I'm going to run as DPS probably primarily, but I think I'm probably going to run support / hanging back and taking care of my teammates because I think that's going to be a lot of fun to do as well. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of variation. People are going to be extremely happy. So with all that wrapped up, just remember you can send your questions into RogueAgentRadio@gmail.com or hit us up on Twitter @RogueAgentRadio. And then for next week, you can send your questions and topics in. And with that, let's go ahead and talk about the topic of the week. So for this week, we have some very interesting things to kind of discuss. Like mentioned in the prologue, whatever, we had some new gameplay come out with some new information. It was the video with the community players' reaction to the Division gaming session in Sweden. And if you go watch that video, you might hear a familiar voice. Just saying.
Yeah. And you can find that on our Facebook page and our website.
It's all over the place.
And I'm pretty sure your face everywhere on the interweb.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you pull up the Division actual website, that Boomslang's face is down there in the lower right-hand corner.
My big ugly mug. You get to see my ugly face. Yeah, I think my face is on the December community wrap-up or whatever. But enough about me. Let's talk about the game.
Whose call was that? Is that Hamish's call? Because I know you guys have this bromance forming, so I don't know.
I don't know. Hamish is my other half. I'm just saying. I have my wife, and then I have Hamish. So, but yeah, you can go watch the video. It was really cool. All of the reactions are real. We were not paid anything. I went on the Facebook page for the Division, and people were like, more like Ubisoft paid these people to come say things. It's like, yeah, like they're going to fly me all the way out to Sweden to pay me to say something good. I mean, it's pretty easy to get people who are excited about this over there. And my reaction was totally real. Like when you hear me say at the end of the video, it exceeded my expectations, that is 100% true. Like I was excited about this game. I mean, I have my reservations and everything. I'm not like this game is the end all be all. I think it's going to be fun. I think people are going to enjoy it, but it's going to have, it's not going to be for everybody. It's going to have its issues, but it was more than what I expected. So if you want to watch the video, I will put the link in the show notes over at RogueAgentRadio.com. But in the video, it shows the current state of the mega map, which I've been wanting to talk about for so long.
Yes.
Shows all of the side quests and larger notifications that look like side quests, but with the images of the three sections, categories in the skills menu, the medical, security, and technology trees in the skills menu. Now, without breaking NDA and without giving anything away, I'm going to simply state what we know and let everyone else kind of decipher it. Does that sound kosher to you guys? Okay.
Yes.
Without breaking NDA.
No. Hey, all you're going to do is talk about what we've talked about in a previous episode.
Yes, exactly.
And join it together with this new video.
Yeah. So if we hadn't even played the alpha, I'd be putting these puzzle pieces together anyways. So I'm just putting them together for you, making it easier. If you remember, we talked about how they said in one of the intelligence annex that all your skills, your talents, your I think perks as well, are tied to mission progression. So all of those skills and all of those things have a section, and they happen to be under your security, your technology, and your medical. So could be a big coincidence that all of those side quests or notifications have those logos on there. So
right. Well, let me speculate here a little bit, because I didn't play the alpha, and you guys haven't told me anything about this.
Yeah, dude,
so let me just guess.
Yeah.
So on the map, you have the side quest, and it has those different images.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, you do those missions, and it lets you rank up in that specific area. That's what it looks like to me. And the more of those you do, you had those percentages that were in those different categories. So the more of those side missions you do, the more you rank up in that specific category. That's the way it seems to me.
That's the way it seems to me too, possibly.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And I mean, and like I said, I don't know. I didn't play it. So, that's just what I would assume from this information that we have.
Yeah. I think that's the best way of going about it right there. But dude, there is so much stuff on this map. Like in my video, I point out, I think there's 9 side quests that you see, and then 6 of those, skill missions or whatever you want to call them, categorized side quest things. And then they have a bunch of other biohazard emblems on the map, and you can see a safe house. So whatever that is there's a safe house. There's a medical encounter mission, and a bunch of other things like that. So
my favorite though, I don't know if you were going to talk about it, but one of my favorite things that I saw on there was the underground entrances.
Oh yeah.
So it shows you like all these points, or I can't remember. It showed you points on there where it says underground entrance or whatever. So that's pretty cool. Can't wait to see some of the underground stuff.
Right. I think it looks good too. A lot of people were like, it doesn't look like the 2014 map. I mean, and like I said in my video, the 2014 map is very pretty, and I'm sure it would function somewhat. But I think that this new map, it kind of had to have distinguishing colors and things and stuff, so what's what within the map. It still looks similar and everything, but it's not exactly the same. But I think it displays the information in a better way. Yeah,
I don't see how anybody could be unhappy with this map. I mean, it looks amazing.
Yeah, the whole game looks stunning. I mean, it's from the video. I mean, so
right. Well, again, just based on what I've seen.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. I like have all these things running through my mind. I'm like, nope, can't say that. Nope, can't say that. Nope, can't say that.
It's going to be a difficult couple of months.
I know. Just the beta would launch. Finally, I want the beta to get here, not so I can just play it, but so I can finally talk about these things. And anyways,
hopefully, we only have about a month or so.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
The last thing, I mean, there's a bunch of things in the video, but the things I wanted to highlight this week, especially something that we kind of pointed out, I think, in one of the podcast episodes when they released the thing. Yeah, we talked about it. We get to see it in action in this video, and it is the third super quote unquote skill.
Mega skill.
The mega skill, super special, whatever you want to call it. I know what it's actually called, but I'm not gonna throw that out there because it's under NDA. But yeah, it is supposedly the skill that is activated with your left and right bumpers. Because if you watch the video, you have your normal skill on one side, your other skill on the other side, and in the middle there's this big bar, and it's slowly filling up just like the others, but it's, the third skill. So
yeah,
I am extremely excited that they finally showed that. And when I was editing my video, I zoomed in on it really close, and I had already recorded, my audio or whatever. But I noticed when I recorded, and you could hear it here first, it's actually the healing skill that you see in the abilities or the skills menu. I talked about like the shaded in skills at the very bottom of the bar.
No kidding.
That you see.
Like the bold ones, the ones that are like really like third down. They're like really bold.
I think those are the special skills, is what I'm going to call them. And when I zoomed in, it was that medical one. It was the 3 healing emblems.
I know what you're talking about. Like, it has the 3 crosses.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think these skills are all about? Do you think they are super? Do you think how do you think they're special in any way? So what do you think, Doom? Let's hear your thoughts about this.
Yeah, it's probably an amped up version of that specific skill or role or whatever. If you have the one that has the 3 different crosses on it, maybe that's like an instant team heal or something,
right?
Or something like that, or like I don't know, some kind of a health boost, or something like that. But yeah, it really does look like it's some sort of a super. Especially with as slow as it charges, apparently. Yeah, that.
Well, you can see it in the video. If it charges the same rate as the other skills, then it's going to take at least twice as long to charge that one skill as opposed to all the others, which I think is interesting,
because the bar is bigger.
Yeah, the bar is bigger, and it seems to be pulsing, at the same, or recharging. It shows like a little pulse animation. That's why I say that it's recharging at the same rate as the other ones. So I think that's going to make you be a little more conservative about it. So Dave, what do you think? How do you think these are going to function?
I don't. You probably won't hear me say this too much, but I'm kind of at a loss for words right now. I'm just sitting here, just honed in, thinking about this, and I'm trying to think. I have that image of the 3 crosses in my mind, but yeah, it was really interesting how you pointed out. So yeah, it does seem like just a mega super. Mind. It did blown. It does. It is like a super mega skill.
Yeah,
and like you said, the bar is twice as big. So I'm just trying to think. Like me, I'm stuck on these 3 crosses. So it has to be something that's really impactful to whatever you're doing. But yet it's going to be a very short instance, I'm guessing, or it's a very long instance. So I'm thinking through this now. Now I'm getting somewhere. Okay,
here we go.
So
here's the good stuff.
This is how my head works, guys. So what if your regular abilities are pretty short instances, like we know, like a seeker mine, goes out and seeks, or a healing pad, if you have the heal thing, you heal yourself.
Right.
So what if this is an area of effect type of heal? So you have maybe it's an area for a certain amount of time. So you activate it, and it's like, okay, everybody, you stay in this highlighted area. And while you're in this area, you'll get a buff of healing, because they do that in like Elder Scrolls Online. It's one of the activities, like a healing activity. So it'll be in this certain area of effects. If you're in it, you'll get a certain buff. So I'm wondering if it'd be something like that, just for that example. But
Yeah, I could see that working that way.
I would think it would have to be something more than just instant.
Right.
Something that lasts a little while longer, because I don't know what could be more impactful. So I don't know. There's my thought. You just saw my train of thought, and now it's in the tunnel.
I like what Doom said, how it could be like an instant group heal, because as we've seen in the videos, the health bomb, whatever you want to call it, grenade, heals in like a small little area, and then it does a certain amount of re-healing. So I could see that being troublesome when you're trying to, like, in the middle of a fight and you have to pull it out and have to shoot someone with it or whatever. And if you have this insta heal and you can just boom take care of everybody at once, maybe full health, maybe give them like an overshield possibly. Or
revive them all at the same time. Raise your hands in the air, and they just all raise out of the ground. like
OP.
I'm just thinking Game of Thrones. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, the White Walkers, where they just pull their hands up and they all stand up.
I can't think of the other emblems right off the top of my head, but I'm sure they're going to factor into those three archetypes, like tank, DPS, healer, support, whatever. So I'm sure the tank will have something to do with, like, maybe it deploys a shield for your entire team. Maybe it gives your whole team like body armor. Maybe you bring up a giant, I don't know, blockade. I don't know how it would function exactly. And then maybe the technology. I think technology's supposedly DPS. Maybe it deploys. Maybe it deploys like they got rid of the companion drone. Maybe it deploys a drone.
It could be
like an AI drone. That like would that be one. Cool.
That's the icon. It kind of looks like an eye that's like a blurry eye, isn't it?
Oh, really?
Like, I can't remember what that icon, if that's the right one, but
maybe it's some sort of modified version of the pulse scan where it just reveals all the enemies all at the same time, and they stay up.
What if it's this? If it's in the DPS role, let's call it in the DPS role, then it's that blurry eye. What if it's like an active camo, so you could get close and do damage?
Yeah,
I'm pulling up the video right now to look at the menu. Okay, yeah, it's the technology is an eye, like, of some sort. And
does it look like a blurry eye? Does it look like it could be like an active camouflage that you could go?
It kind of does. It kind of does look like it could be like it does look like it's a blurry kind of eye with like a little design in the middle of it. So yeah, it could be active camo. Really, and there has been active camo in the game at one point. When we had the behind the scenes video. I think Marco talked about it in one of his videos. And the medical one that was in this video, it shows a white cross, a circle with a cross in the middle, and then the other ones are transparent with a cross in the middle. So it looks like the white solid cross is like healing the other ones. So that's probably like you're saying, it's a group heal of some sort, supposedly.
Maybe it does create an area that you can run back to and get healed, like some sort of casualty collection point or something.
Right. That's possible. Or, there are mods, so maybe you could change it. Maybe you could change it to healing all your teammates where they are. Maybe it could be a constant healing area of effect where you can come back if you need to, like a little med station or Band-Aid station, something like that. I like the idea of the technology, though, being active camo. That just got me really excited, because I've been talking about that a little bit with some other people about, the different skills that have been in the game before that aren't in the game as of right now with these pictures. So that would be awesome.
It sounds like it fits, though. I mean, I'm not going to, if it's technology, it'd be a DPS skill. And it'd definitely be a mega skill.
Yep.
I'm just going to go on record right now saying that I 100% believe that that's what that is.
I like the way you think. I just got chills. I'm excited. This is good. This is good talk right here. Podcast gold. Security has a shield that looks like scratches or something going across it. So obviously, being security, it's going to give you a shield of some sort. This doesn't really give you a whole lot. I'm like trying to zoom in on the video, but I can't really zoom in on it because it's zoomed in like half an inch. So it's just a shield. There's not a whole lot there.
I'm willing to bet, and again, I don't know because I didn't play, but I'm willing to bet that the actual riot shield that you get in the game probably has a limited, use.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's what that is an unbreakable, sort of shield that, maybe that's what the scratches or something would mean. I don't know.
Maybe
like
it's
an
a certain amount of time rather than damage.
Right.
Yeah.
So no matter what you bring in at us, you have this shield.
The riot shield has a different emblem than this shield. This one actually looks like a shield emblem. The riot shield looks a little bit different.
Oh, maybe it's like some sort of fortify effect where it just makes you super tough and able to absorb a ridiculous amount of damage.
Right. I think that could be it. Maybe you put on like a bomb squad suit or something, and you turn into a juggernaut from Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, there you go.
I want
Juggernaut,
that.
mega skill.
I hope that's what it's called, Juggernaut. I want that skill in there.
I think
that would be awesome.
I think we just solved it all. Done.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
We just figured it out. If you think those are correct, send us an email or whatever. No, I am curious though to see what other people think these skills are. So, I don't know where we can find this picture or this link. I'll try to find it. But go to RogueAgentRadio.com.
Yeah.
Go to the post show notes. Go look at these 3 shaded in skills, and then tweet at us, email us what you think these skills could be. Because
I'll clip that, I'll screenshot that, and I'll put it in the show notes too.
Okay.
And we could tweet it out too.
Yeah, definitely.
So before we move on, I just watched right before we got on here that the live action commercial. Have you guys watched that?
Yeah, that's pretty badass. We forgot
awesome
to mention that too. I forgot about that in the news.
Yeah, that if you haven't seen the live action Division commercial, it's really good. You should go watch it.
It's eerie, dude. That kid is creepy in that video.
So go. Did you see that Tubby02 pointed it out, and I know a couple other people did, but about 18 seconds in, you'll see one of the people walking across the street stops and looks at it. It's his smartwatch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's very
I
apparent.
saw that tweet.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Sleeper agents everywhere.
Yeah, I've heard of people trying to pick things out of that thing like crazy. So it's pretty cool.
I picked out the creepy kid instantly.
Yeah, that was pretty obvious.
Haven't slept well since.
Well, all these skills are extremely interesting. I can't wait to see how they function in the game. I think this is gonna add another layer on top of things and stuff. So it's like, I'm excited. This game's gonna be so huge. I'm just like have this biggest grin on my face because I've played the alpha, and I know I can't say things. And I know some, Dave's played the alpha, but it's so good. It's so freaking good. I've played like 30 hours of the alpha. And I was still having fun,
It's killing me that I haven't played it yet.
I know. I hate it for you,
man.
So
well, actually, surprised, but there's actually a lot of good stuff pulled off of that community wrap up video. And we've just talked about the third skill because we could talk about one thing forever.
Yeah.
But there's one extra thing that I wanted to talk about real quick on there is that towards the end of it, you'll see a team, you'll see a division team against some enemy AI. And when it zooms back, you see your teammates stand to the left of you, and then it zooms up so you can't see him anymore. But all of a sudden you see some kind of rocket come over across the left side of your screen. Did you see that?
I saw something like that. I was trying to decide if that was a rocket or if that was the sticky bomb.
No, dude, that thing shot out.
Right.
It was definitely something.
I think me and Dude
propelled.
were talking about that when we were playing Destiny the other day. And I thought it was a sticky bomb. I'll have to watch the video again.
It looked like a rocket to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, was that the special move? Is that the super? Is that, and he's like, I think that was the sticky bomb. I was like, man, That looks like a rocket to me. I've seen some rockets in real life. That looked like a rocket to me.
You have
Did it
to
look like
link.
a handheld mortar?
You have to tell me how many
Oh,
seconds in
no.
it is, and then I want to go watch it again, and maybe I'll make a video on it or something if it's.
Yeah, it's definitely
it is
towards
rocket.
towards the end, but yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there's a couple of things that we can talk about in this video, so we'll save the rest of the details for maybe another episode, depending on how dry information gets. I hope we don't go through another little bit of dry spell. But anyways, Doom, I have something to get your mind off of not playing The Division, and that is the gun review. So for this week, we have something interesting. What is it, Doom? What do we have?
Well, we have a sniper rifle.
A sniper rifle?
Yeah. We have the Desert Tech SRS Stealth Recon Scout sniper rifle.
Now, this is interesting to me because we haven't heard much about sniper rifles being in the game.
Well,
but there is definitely a screenshot with a person using this gun.
Yeah. And see, this is a little bit of a unique type of a sniper rifle. It's a little smaller. Well, I'll get into it. So the Stealth Recon Scout Sniper Rifle, or SRS, is notably unusual in that it is one of the few sniper rifles that has a bullpup bolt action layout. This gives the rifle a relatively compact design and is claimed to be 11 inches or 280 millimeters shorter than conventional sniper rifles.
So, what is bullpup? Explain that.
It means the bolt and the magazine are behind the pistol grip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I knew what bullpup meant. I just that's something that's on bullpup. What is that? Like a cross between a boy cow and a puppy?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trendy blend of
Yeah.
dogs.
All the guns you see with the magazine behind the grip is technically
Right.
bullpup, right?
So
Yeah.
sorry, not to go too far off. So why is that so special, I guess? Like, what's the benefit of that? Are you going to talk about that?
Yeah. So because the bullpup layout, the magazine and bolt are behind the pistol grip, and therefore the operation is slightly different from most other conventional designs. So it shifts the weight. The layout shifts the weight more to the rear of the rifle.
Okay.
The manufacturer claims that this creates a central balancing point. So it just kind of shifts things around, shifts the weight around, and it also is what allows it to make the sniper rifle a little bit shorter because the bolt is further back, so the barrel can move further to the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So basically utilizes the buttstock
Right.
for more than just putting your shoulder against.
Right. So like the Stayer AUG that we talked about a few episodes ago, that's a bullpup design.
Yeah.
So, it's more of a compact, design.
Yeah. Cool.
So, yeah. So the sling points are balanced with the center line of the weapon to ensure that it lies flat when it's slung. So the rear support, grip, cheek rest is optimized with the height of the scope and eye alignment, removing the need for an adjustable cheek piece. A raised contour butt pad helps seat it more securely into the shooter's shoulder.
Butt pad.
Butt pad, yeah. I did my best.
That's a 6-year-old coming out right there. Sorry.
I did my absolute best to say it with a straight face.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
So the rifle is constructed of polymer, available in olive drab, tan, or black, aluminum and steel. The handguard and upper receiver use a Picatinny rail system for attachment accessories such as a bipod or telescopic sight. The safety can be operated without removing the user's hand from the pistol grip, and the magazine release can be operated with one hand. So it's just super easy to use, everything. So like with sniper rifles, you want to be able to operate them with the least amount of movement possible.
Right.
Okay, I got a little bit of
a Scout Recon, or what is the name of it?
Stealth Recon Scout.
Stealth. I haven't seen any pictures. I'm gonna Google it. Stealth Recon Scout. I haven't seen pictures of it really, so I wanted to see what it is that we're talking about.
Yeah, I got a picture on the poll tweet that I tweeted.
Oh dang, that's cool.
Yeah.
Dang, that is short. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that they're considering it to be a DMR.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm thinking, because it doesn't fit in, even though it's technically a sniper rifle, it doesn't fit in with traditional type of sniper rifles.
Right.
I don't really have a ton of experience with sniper rifles. I've only ever fired one sniper rifle ever, and that was a Remington 700.
Yeah.
So, which is a straight up traditional sniper rifle. Actually, it's pretty funny.
I think I have one actually. I have a 30-06 that's a Remington 700.
Yeah. I got a buddy in Texas who hardcore gun enthusiast.
Yeah.
He's forgotten.
Of course he'd be from Texas, yeah.
But he has forgotten more about guns than I will ever know in my life. Like he's just nuts. So he built this Remington 700, custom scope. He's got the bipod in the front, the little monopod in the back on the
Dang.
yeah. And so I came back on leave from Iraq. I got a 10-day leave, and I came back. So I was going back to Oklahoma, but we flew into Dallas, so I just had him come and pick me up, from the airport. And so I spent a couple days down there, and he's like, "Well, hey, you want to go out to the shooting range? I got this new gun I just built." I was like, "Okay." So we go out there, and of course, we look like a couple of punk kids just going out. And the range master out there is just this old, crusty Vietnam veteran, has no idea that I just spent 8 months in Iraq,
Right.
And then my buddy is, at that time, he was a bass player in a metal band. So I actually used to be in a band with this guy years ago.
Whoa.
So he's all, looks like a metal guy. Of course, me, I'm all, short hair, shaved, all that stuff, because, I'm right in the thick of it. And so we go out, and he takes his, he brings it out, and he's like, "Well, I got to watch you guys group, because I got to make sure you guys can shoot before we just let you shoot on this range." So he's sitting over there with a spotting scope. And so, he goes out there and, sets up the gun and everything. And he's like, "Okay, well, we'll just shoot at the same target. I'll shoot at the top line and you shoot at the bottom line." I was like, "All right, that way we don't have to set up two targets and move the gun and all that stuff." So,
right.
So my buddy goes out there and he shoots his 3 rounds. And then I shoot my 3 rounds. And we're being all super technical with it, where we're not even, the only thing we're touching the gun with is our hand and pulling the trigger. We're just, being super, the least amount of contact with the gun possible to not affect that bullet at all. And so he shoots, I shoot, we go down, we grab the target, and we're walking back, and that guy comes up, the range master comes up to us, and he's like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "I thought you guys didn't know what you were doing, but after I saw the first guy shoot, I knew you guys were good." and my friend hands him the target, and he goes, "Yeah, well, you should have kept watching, and you should have kept watching him shoot." And so the guy looks at the target, and he looks at me, and he looks back at the target, looks back at me. He's like, "There are guys that spend hours and hours and hours out here trying to do what you just did in about 5 minutes."
Dang.
So what happened is my buddy shot, and his grouping was super tight. All the bullets went through pretty much the same hole, but you could see the areas where all 3 different bullets were. Like, you could say they were just millimeters off of each other.
Yeah.